Hi and welcome to Box on the Box, Rock and Celluloid, Bop Rap for short. I'm over Box. So I've got a film review today. I haven't done one of these for a while, and it's Spinal Tap 2. So I approached this with quite a lot of trepidation because Spinal Tap, the original film, is one of my favourite films, my favourite comedy of all time, certainly. I first saw it when it was premiered on TV, I think Channel 4, back in about 1986. It came fairly quickly to terrestrial TV. I videotaped and I used to watch it with my mate quite a lot on the top load of video cassette. Initially, we enjoyed a lot of the jokes, but I think as you get older and you get in bands yourself and things like that, you get more nuance out of it. And Spinal Tap, the original, is a film that rewards on rewatches. It's got lots of little nuances in there. It's endlessly quotable, and I absolutely love it. So for that reason, I deliberately avoided the trailers for this. Film trailers now give away too much information. I know they would put in some of the main jokes and things in. And of course, it was hard to avoid everything. I could see what they were going to look like now. And I was aware of the celeb cameos. I'll try and make this, this review fairly spoiler-free. But anyway, I was pleasantly surprised with this. I laughed all the way through, which is always a mark of a comedy that's working. If a comedy's not working, you're not laughing. I went to the reboot of The Naked Gun. I wasn't laughing a lot of the time. But my wife and I and my mate, we laughed all the way through this. So basically, for the most part, it works. I think compared to the original film, as my mate pointed out, because they're on tour, you've got different kind of situations that kind of build throughout, and that's part of the plot. With this, they're just getting ready for kind of one gig, so to speak. But I thought of the three main characters coming back, I thought Christopher Guest and Nigel Tufnell was the one that was still hitting home for me. There's a lot of great Tufnell moments, and I realised things about his character that I hadn't picked up on before, which was quite interesting. I think the David St. Hubbins, who for me is the best character of the first one, and Derek Smalls didn't quite have as much sort of growth there. I was missing sort of those Derek Smalls philosophies, so to speak. But it's still a lot of fun to be had. Mike DeBerge's back, Rob Riley gets good bits, and Kerry Godliman is good as the new manager. I'm not sure what her connection is with this, but she acquits herself well, as does Chris Argison from the thick of it. Of course, he's an expert in this kind of improvisational comedy. I didn't recognise him at first, but he plays the new concert promoter, and he's a lot of fun. So all that was solid, and those guys came in. There's another character briefly, and who's very funny as well. You get some good cameos, and actually the celeb cameos, and particularly one of them, worked really well. I was surprised by that. There's great bits of drum auditions and stuff, and so this works more as a compendium to the first film. This isn't going to match the brilliance of the first one, which is a masterpiece of what it does, but it is funny. I did laugh all the way through. If you're a Spinal Tap fan and you're deep into tap culture, you'll enjoy it, and a lot of my friends who are like this have all said the same of me. They give it a 7 out of 10, and that's what I'm giving it. If you're not a big Spinal Tap fan, this, it hasn't got kind of, this one goes up to 11 and things like that. It hasn't got those big jokes. So I'm fairly pleased. I'm okay with it. This doesn't dump on the legacy. I think that's the most important thing. It just adds a little compendium. It's fun. It's still got that 82 minutes. It's literally about the same length as the original. It's kind of like, bloody hell, it's over already. And it's got that, the way it starts and ends, is similar. It's got callbacks as well, and that provides amusement. And if you're a Tap fan, there's bits where you're like, oh, come on, Tap, because you love those songs. So that's my take on it. Hopefully I hasn't given any spoilers away too much, this review. Go and see it if you're into the Tap. If you're not, you probably won't get as much out of this. Okay, remember, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.